So in the past 24 hours, there's been some big news in the UFC. Starting off with this fight right here. Alex Pereira versus Makhachev Ankalaev. Now, this fight right here is clearly the no-brainer in the UFC light heavyweight division. I mean, everybody knows Ankalaev is next. I have said this time and time again. Alex Pereira is ducking Makhachev Ankalaev the same way John Jones is ducking Tom Aspinall. Just people have different energy towards it because it's Alex Pereira. He's doing the exact same thing. Now, yesterday, there was a whole storm on social media because this was posted right here, and it was a rumour that Alex Pereira versus Alexander Volkov is reportedly in the works to headline UFC 313 in Las Vegas, which, when it came out, made no sense at all. Because why would Pereira be fighting Volkov? Just didn't make any sense at all, considering we know the Makhachev Ankalaev situation. But like I said, it does come across that Alex Pereira is ducking him currently. But anyway, the rumours came out about this matchup. It was all on social media for ages, people talking back and forth about this fight. Then Ariel Helwani put up basically saying that rumour was fake, which in my mind, MMA On Point is where I seen it first, but they have since taken down the post. But in my mind, they have bound to have heard something from a trustworthy source, or why the fuck would they post that on their social media? It just doesn't make sense, because it makes their account look unreliable and shit. So they're bound to have got something from someone reliable before they would have posted that, if that makes sense. But nonetheless, Ariel Helwani posted this right here to say that this is the matchup that is going to be happening next. And thankfully it is. I mean, people can complain about Makhachev Ankalaev. I'm not his biggest fan. I do think he is quite boring. But I think Pereira beats him. I really do believe that. Ankalaev is not the second coming of Khabib Nurmagomedov, which a lot of people think he is. This guy is a southpaw boxer. A pressure-heavy southpaw boxer with a great backhand that can grapple. This guy isn't Khabib Nurmagomedov. He isn't going to go out there. He probably will try and grapple with Alex Pereira, and I would give him the grappling advantage. I mean, that's obvious. But this guy is a boxer. He is predominantly a boxer. Against Rakic, what did he do? Box. Against Johnny Walker, what did he do? Box. This guy is a boxer that doesn't know how to deal with leg kicks. He will play into Pereira's game plan. He even himself has said he's going to stand with Alex Pereira, and I believe him, because like I have said, the guy is a boxer. This fight needs to happen. I think it would be perfect for UFC 313, considering Topuria versus Volkanovski 2 is set to headline UFC 314 in Miami. So I think this would be the perfect matchup. Now, in my prediction for what I thought would headline each event, I had Volkanovski Topuria at 313 and this at 314. So I'm not really that far off if this is what happens. Just make it happen. It's the fight we want to see. Well, maybe not want. Let me backtrack there. But it's a fight that we need to see. He's the clear number one contender, undefeated in 11 fights, just coming off a win over Rakic, who was ranked number 5 at the time. He's undeniable at this point, let's be honest. But let's move on to a fight that was rumoured, but I'm guessing now it is confirmed, and it is Diego Lopez versus Yair Rodriguez. Now, stylistically, this is a fun fight. This is going to take place at UFC Fight Night Mexico. You know the way they kind of try and play up like Diego Lopez is Mexican when the guy's Brazilian. But anyway, why is Yair Rodriguez getting this matchup? I don't get it. This guy has just lost to Brian Ortega, who just lost to Diego Lopez. And then now we're going to... This is a title eliminator. It has to be. It has to be, because Diego Lopez is arguably number one contender right now, or one fight off it. So this is a title contender fight pretty much. Why is Yair Rodriguez getting this opportunity? Why? This guy is coming off a loss. I thought it was going to be Yair Rodriguez versus Arnold Allen. Why is this guy getting this privilege? I don't get it. He has just lost to Brian Ortega, who just lost. Who just lost to Diego Lopez. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Really doesn't make sense. It should have been Diego Lopez moves or Evloev. Now, unless Evloev ducked this matchup, then okay. But even a Josh Emmett would have made more sense, in my opinion, than Yair Rodriguez, who's coming off a loss to Brian Ortega, who Diego Lopez just beat. Doesn't make sense. But anyway, like I said, stylistically fun matchup. Look, Yair Rodriguez is a dangerous kickboxer. His kicks are deadly, and he is effective off his back early on-ish when he's fresh, attacking triangles and stuff like that. I think Diego Lopez is going to beat him. I think he's going to stop him with inside 2 rounds, to be honest with you. Now, the later the fight gets, the more of a chance I give Yair Rodriguez. And I feel like he definitely can hurt Diego Lopez. He can win this matchup. Diego Lopez does slow down in the later rounds. That's if it gets to that stage. And he does leave his chin in the air, which I could see Yair Rodriguez just scalping him up the side of the head with a kick. But in my opinion, I feel like Diego Lopez, in the earlier rounds, he's got big power in his hands. I feel like Yair Rodriguez is going to get clipped by him in boxing range, put down, and I think he's going to get submitted or TKO due to ground and pound inside 2 rounds. That's my opinion. I think Yair Rodriguez is going to get smoked by Diego Lopez, but I'm going to be an enjoyer of this matchup. I know I am. It just wasn't the matchup to be made. Let's move on. Next story. Now, I fucking called this. Everybody in the comments section on my other videos where I said Islam Makhachev was going to challenge Belal Muhammad. Fuck you. I told you this guy was going to go up and fight Belal Muhammad. Now, he does say he will fight the winner of Belal versus Shavkat. But Belal's going to beat Shavkat. So, let's not pretend that he's not. We know he is. Shavkat is an aura merchant. Let's just be honest with one another here. I told you. I told everybody. This guy was going to stab him in the back. But Islam Makhachev does deserve to move up. And what's crazy is Belal doesn't believe he can beat him. Like, we've heard Belal Muhammad talk about Islam and all before. I'm sure he'll carry a different energy if a fight does get made. But Belal Muhammad's crying into his pillow because, like Khabib Nurmagomedov said, Who cares? I told you he was going to do this. If Belal Muhammad has the belt, Islam will fight him at UFC Abu Dhabi in October for the welterweight title. I predicted this fight. It's going to happen. He isn't from Dagestan. They hold no loyalty to him. He is going to fight him. I told you. And Islam beats him. And he beats Shavkat as well. Can't lie though. I know Islam deserves to move up. But Islam versus Pereira, that's like a dream matchup for me. I want to see that matchup. But I fucking told you. I told everybody this guy was going to stab him in the back and fucking move up and fight him for the belt. And finally, the cap off on this, Sean Brady has just called out Kamaru Usman for UFC 314, April the 12th, my birthday. So I'm just giving you notice so you can start buying me shit now, yeah? Since Leon Edwards isn't an option, we're getting Leon Edwards JDM. Or alternatively, we're getting Carlos Prates, Leon Edwards. But the matchup that makes the most sense is Leon Edwards, JDM. But this fight right here, I like it. Now, I want to see Kamaru Usman versus JDM or Joaquin Buckley. Stuff like that. Really fun matchups. But I need Sean Brady out of the top 5. I can't have this guy getting close to the title. Well, Bully B's already smoked him. Bully B stopped this guy. But I need Kamaru Usman to derail this guy. And I think he can. Not that it's hard to say he's not chinny when Belal Muhammad TKO'd him. I'm just going to be honest. I'm just going to be real. If you're getting hurt by Belal Muhammad, Kamaru Usman's flatlining you. Plus, Usman showed great defensive grappling in there with Khamzat Chimaev. Now, you can say he got 10-8'd in the first round. He took that fight on short notice, up a weight class. Khamzat he's massive for middleweight as well. Now, I know Usman said he was going to fight light heavyweight, but shut the fuck up, it didn't happen. This is going to be a good one. I like this matchup. If JDM's fighting Leon, then this is the matchup to make. And then I think you do Ian Gary versus Joaquin Buckley. Now, I know people want to see the Colby Covington matchup. I think it's dead in the water now, to be honest. I really do. I just think the time's passed for that matchup. But this would be it wouldn't be 5 rounds if it's on that. I think this could be a main event, fight night main event. I'd be a real big enjoyer of that. Now, Sean Brady, good volume punching. Forward pressure. Obviously, his grappling's great, his jiu-jitsu's great. But Kamaru Usman isn't easily pushed back. Sean Brady doesn't have the power. Yes, he might have the volume. But I can just see him just being timed with that stiff pause jab from Kamaru Usman, followed up by that right hand. I don't think he'll really get his grappling off that much. He's not a big kicker either, so he's not going to kick Kamaru Usman in the body and then he's going to claim he's been kicked in the balls or kick him in the legs and fuck up his gammy knees. He's going to maybe look to box, use his boxing to then get into range to grapple with Kamaru Usman. And I just feel like that isn't going to work, especially after we've seen you be TKO'd from Belal Muhammad. But yeah, that is the latest news in the world of MMA. Cannot wait to stay up for Mackenzie Dern versus Amanda Ribas 2 tonight. But let me know your opinions in the comments below. And as always, thanks for the support. We're continuing to grow. 1K is surely on the way soon. But anyway, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you again in the next one. Yes.